What is going on, YouTube? Sebastian here. This is like my first live stream in quite some time, so I'm gonna flip the switch, and we'll wait for people to start coming into this stream. Let me pause music so I don't get any strikes on my channel. Also, I don't think I can find a tripod for my phone, so I might have to hold it this whole time, which might not be too fun. I totally forgot about the stream, and then I got a notification that I was supposed to stream because I didn't have anything to actually record for today, so I'm just hopping on here. Let me actually pull up the live chat on my PC channel. Thank you very much. Let's go here. Basically, in this stream, I'm gonna discuss, I actually got or set up a new meeting with a potential client that is taking place tomorrow. Okay, let me throw this on like my camera tripod, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm gonna be discussing, just because this is gonna be the biggest client I've ever acquired if I end up getting this client closed, so that should be sweet. I'm super excited, but yeah, I've been kind of making moves. I just didn't know what to record today, so that's why I'm kind of doing this. Okay, let's set this right here. Let's hope this works. And it does. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm up to. I don't know how many people I'm gonna get in this, just because I haven't streamed in a while or uploaded in a while. But yeah, so basically what I'm discussing in this stream, I basically have one company that I'm working with. It's a, I can't explain the company, but Digital Freddy Krueger. What? I don't know what you mean, but basically I have another client that I'm going to be working with. He's never had a website for his business, so I'm going to be making his website for him. I have a meeting with him on Is it getting staticky? It looks decent on my end. But basically, I have a potential meeting on Thursday. Well, it's a for sure meeting, and so yeah, I'm kind of just waiting on that. I was finishing up a client's website right now, and then I realized I had to upload content for today, so that's going to be this stream, just because, I don't know, I haven't streamed in a while. I'm not used to this at all, like having a live audience, even though it's only 4 people. You're fine, it's gone. Alright, sweet. Well, yeah, no, so, I mean, I guess you guys can start asking me questions. I'm usually used to, like, having streams with over 100 people. That's how it was when I was uploading a lot, but if you guys want to start asking me questions about social media marketing, web development, because that's what I'm into right now. That's kind of the ventures I'm going into. I mean, I was dropshipping still, and I still have 2 stores that I'm operating, but that's kind of more in the background, just because it's not something that I'm super interested in anymore. I mean, making money is sweet, but doing things that you actually enjoy, I think that's where the true value and the true fulfillment comes from. Because once you make a certain amount of money, it's not really one of those things where, I don't know, you just want to find out what you actually enjoy doing and what you feel puts you in a happy position in your life. Because I mean, I've done a lot of stuff for money. I've done things that didn't make me happy to make a lot of money, like a lot of money, and I've done things that are awesome that make me money. So it's like, you know, you have to find what you actually enjoy. I mean, obviously you don't have to be super passionate about what you do, but if you enjoy it enough, then you know you'll power through it. So that's kind of my words of wisdom. But someone said, how many hours per day do you work? So right now, I don't work that much. So I woke up today at like 8:30, and I was probably on my phone for like an hour. It was terrible morning start. I shouldn't have been on my phone that much, but I was on my phone responding to DMs and then checking on what was I doing? Oh, I was starting to try and research this new client, a potential client, because I do tons of research before I hop in my meetings. So I was probably on my phone for like an hour. So then it was 9:30, and then I, went downstairs, cooked breakfast, and hung out a little bit, and then I showered, and then now I'm like, I just got back from the gym, probably like 40 minutes ago, and so I've been working for that the whole time. So 40 minutes right now. I'll probably work for another hour and a half or 2 hours, and then I'll be done for the day. And then I don't know. I mean, if you define work as like on my phone when I'm downstairs or something, like looking up potential clients that are, or clients, competitors and stuff like that, and doing research on their background, then yeah, I mean, I work a decent amount, but that's kind of it. I mean, I don't really work too much. I do have a meeting in a few hours with someone to start working for me. I'm gonna maybe have him work for me, so that's I guess a form of work. The meeting should probably take like 20 minutes, so I don't know. I'm not working too much. I mean, it's a decent amount though, but compared to what I'm making, it's really, I'm getting paid really handsomely for the amount of work, or the amount of time that it takes to do the work. But yeah, do you still dropship? So yes, I currently own, I can show you the stores actually. Let's just go on. I have 2 stores right now. Let me, oh, I really have to type in the email. I don't even want to pull it up. I have 2 stores right now though. One has like 2,000 orders, and then one has like 1,600 orders. So I mean, they did decent, but I'm actually scaling those up with Facebook ads. But I don't know. I just think in 2019, that's not going to be what makes me a majority of my income. Most of it's going to be from web development and social media marketing, because I've already cleared a substantial amount of income from the past like few weeks from web development and social media marketing, like unreal amounts compared to drop shipping, and it was kind of like 0 to X amount like that for myself. And I'm not saying everyone's gonna start building websites and stuff and just instantly get flooded with clients, but for my case, I'm well connected, so I have a lot of people who can connect me with web development potential clients that I could build their websites for. So that's kind of that's what I've been occupied with, and I'm super grateful for it because I'm doing really well for myself. I mean, this is by far probably, if I keep going at this pace and keep constantly growing, this will be my most successful business I've ever operated, and the most profitable as well. I mean, I'm profiting. Almost everything that is coming into my business is profit. I mean, aside from ad spend, when I'm running ads for clients, it's all profit. So that's, that's sweet that I'm able to do that and maximize my profits like that. So, that's that. We got 11 people. Awesome. We have to start somewhere. Again, I remember like the times when I would stream and have like over 100 people in here, and that was awesome. I would get flooded with questions, but I haven't uploaded it. Like now I'm being more consistent with my uploads just because I realized like YouTube's kind of fun. It's fun connecting with people who kind of were in my position that I was in like a few years ago, and hopefully I can catch you guys at the right time to where you are maybe looking to go to college or get a job and stuff. And I'm trying to help you guys out in picking those types of decisions. Like I didn't go to college, I applied, and then I ended up dropping my classes, so I'm technically a dropout or whatever, because my classes, I dropped them when I was out of the country on vacation. And then I almost got a job that was going to pay me like $60,000 starting pay a year, and then I would get like a work car and something too, and I almost did that, and then I realized like, okay, wait, I have tons of skills that I have, why do I not just like put those to good use and make income on my own? And that's what I've been doing, and it's been going well for me so far. But yeah, if you guys want to keep dropping questions. And then, but on the topic of how many hours a day do I work, it's not like I grind every second of every day. Like I also, I'll go out sometimes. Like last night I went ice skating. I will play like Xbox sometimes. I have a few entrepreneur friends who I play with, and then I don't know, it's kind of cool like getting to network while I'm playing video games, so that's kind of what I do. But yeah, it's mostly like throughout the day, it's meetings, building clients' sites out, reaching out to potential new clients and setting up new meetings in the future. And then I like to drive my cars and stuff a lot, and then I work on my cars as well, so that's kind of what I do. I used to watch you more consistently, but just checked back in. What does web development mean for you exactly? What's your life about? So web development is basically like, let's just say a gym wants me to build out a whole new website, and theirs is currently outdated, and they want me to build out a whole new one. And that's kind of what I would do. I would go in there and shut down their website after I've built mine out, the new one, and then I would basically, build a new whole site for them. So that's generally what I would do. Those are the services I offer. So yeah. Are you? Oh, Financial Wolf detracted his one message I was about to answer. Are your dropshipping stores still active, or are the Facebook ads just running in the background with consistent sales? So basically, I've built up, or the store has a lot of organic reach now, just because it's grown. It was a pretty active store. It was built off of all influencer marketing, and now I have a huge amount of orders that I can create lookalike audiences for. So basically, oh my god, I keep yawning. Basically, what I'm doing now is I'm pulling the data from my Shopify orders, and then I'm plugging into Facebook, and I'm running lookalike audience ads through Facebook. So that's what I'm doing now. It's kind of going to be running in the background, but I'm going to be actively pursuing the ads and stuff like that, like actively running them. So yeah. What's the process for curating and creating social media content for your clients? So basically, what I do is there's a few packages I can offer. So when I reach out to clients and stuff, and when we more in depth talk about social media marketing, I offer like multiple services. So I do something where people on the job, or people that are doing the work, can just snap quick pictures, and I will take the pictures, and then I'll edit, or then they'll take the pictures and send them to me, and then I can edit them, because I edit the photos to make them look more appealing to an audience, and then I can do that. Or what we can do is, if you want to pay premium, I can either have someone go out on the job or wherever and take photos, or I can do them myself if it's locally, and then I would charge X amount, like whether it's $150 an hour, $300 an hour, and I would go take pictures. So that's what I could offer, like for clients of mine or potential clients. So that's what I would say for your social media clients, is either ask them to take the photos and ask them to just send them to you, or you can offer them your own, as long as you have a nice camera, go out and take the pictures on your own for a premium price. So that's what I would do if I were you. That's literally what I do as well. So yeah. Oops, sorry, haha. My question was, how much money were you making at 16, and when did you start making money? I started making money very young. 16 was when I started, because I got kicked out of one district, like a district of schools where I couldn't go to the schools. So I got kicked out sophomore year. That's when I was 16. And at that point, basically at that point, I got into like a sort of depressed state of, I wouldn't say depressed, but I don't know, I was kind of bored with life. I didn't know what to do. So then I kind of started Googling make money online, and then I ended up coming across Ty Lopez, and then I found like a mentor after that, and then I started reselling iPhones. I was making a few $100 a week to $1,000 a week. So I've been making quite a bit of money for the past few years. I mean, it's not like I just started making money last week. Like, I've been consistently bringing in a solid amount of income for the past few years, and it's only growing from here. Like, yeah, I don't know. I would say if you're, a lot of people think that age matters in the like income world, when in reality it really does not. I have companies whose owners are 40 or 50 years old who are paying an 18-year-old a lot of money to build a website. I'm the 18-year-old, a lot of money to do stuff. So age is truly just a number. If you can master a skill, you can charge a lot of money to put that skill into action for certain clients. So yeah, I've been doing well since I was 16. Do you have any tips for creating content for mortgage and real estate? So for me, I actually have never managed a real estate social media and stuff like that, but I actually do have someone who has generated me a few leads for real estate agents. So if you want to check back in with me in like a week, you can check my Instagram below, DM me, and maybe in a week I'll let you know, just because I don't have any real estate clients. So I don't know, I don't have any reason to do research in that niche or niche to actually realize what I need to create. So yeah, until then, I don't know. I don't like wasting time at all. Okay, like everything around social media, agency kind of stuff, normal business, website consulting, designing, but better. Don't you yawn, boy. I know. I should have more energy. I just worked out though, so I'm a little exhausted. Do you use WordPress to build your client sites? No. So I tried WordPress with one client of mine, and it was, I don't know, like compared for what she wanted, it was not the right, it wasn't suitable. So then I hopped into a site called Wix, Wix.com, and I tried that out. I showed her the back end and everything, and she enjoyed the back end more if she ever needed to edit anything, because I'm not managing it monthly. But I just charged a flat rate to put the site together, and so we ended up going with Wix. And now since then, I actually really enjoy Wix. I have big clients that I'm working with, and I'm using Wix for all of them just because I like the services they provide, and I like the layout that they have, just because WordPress was very complex to set up the sites. It wasn't worth my time to go out and learn how to build a WordPress site just because I can go on another platform and it's way more plug and play than WordPress. So yeah, that's my thought. I mean, some people preach about WordPress and say it's the best, so hats off to you guys, but I never found a passion for it, or I never found the skill for it, so I just moved on to another site because there's many web hosting sites. What inspired you to flip phones? So basically, I found a mentor. I haven't talked to him in like over a year probably, but I found a mentor. His name is Jacob Sperling. If you guys want to look up his Instagram, I don't know if he's big on Instagram or what, but he was on Ty Lopez's Snapchat story, and then I ended up DMing him on Instagram, and I was like, hey, I saw you're making money, and you're like, oh my god, sorry. I said, I was basically like, hey, I saw you're making money. What do you do? Because it was on Ty's thing where he said like, oh yeah, I'm making X amount a week or whatever, and I don't even work that much, like there's so much you can do out there. So I DM'd him and I was like, what are you doing? And he explained it to me. Like, we got on a FaceTime call, and then he was like, yeah, I buy and resell iPhones. So basically I buy phones that people want locally, or that people want to get rid of, and then I go out and I sell them on eBay. And I was like, oh really? That's pretty interesting. So then I started buying and reselling them locally. I never wanted to ship them because I thought it was going to be too hard. Long story short, I started getting screwed over by someone who was like actually buying my phones and then flipping them for more. So he was lowballing me to where I had slim margins. And that kind of inspired me to start flipping the phones heavily online, like through eBay and stuff like that. And yeah, that business grew pretty quickly. I hit like $10,000 in revenue pretty darn quick. I think in like the first few months on eBay. So yeah, that was pretty cool. But that's kind of what motivated me. I mean, I was really sick of like only having 20 bucks to my name and like not being able to do anything. It just didn't feel like a life I wanted to live. So that's when I started getting motivated to actually take action on a business and just pursue it. Plus, I've kind of always been the entrepreneurial kid. I mean, what have I sold? I've sold a lot. I had made duct tape wallets when I moved to a new school in 4th grade. I had like barely any friends for the first year. I was just making wallets during lunch and selling them to kids. I found like a market in that area. There was like a few rich kids who would bring a lot of money to school, so they would buy a few wallets from me like a week, and I was bringing in dough. So I've been doing that type of stuff for a while. Do you got feelings about the whole eBay dropshipping thing, like Paul, I don't know who that is, and stuff, or have you not gone there yet? Yeah, so I've never actually ventured into eBay dropshipping. I think the problem with a lot of people, like maybe some that are watching this stream, whether it's live or the rerun, basically, no, I'm not doing phones still, Joey. It's not worth my time anymore. Yeah, I did sell vapes. But basically, I think a lot of people try to focus on too many things, and they go on YouTube too much and type in like how to make money online and learn about all these business models a small amount, and like try to start them all, when in reality you should kind of just focus in on one and get really in depth with them and go hard and make sure that you set in your mind, you're like, okay, this is the business model I'm going to operate for the next year or 2 years, and I'm going to make it work, and I'm going to do that because other people have made it work. A lot of people start businesses and they think of it as if it's an option to become successful, when in reality I have a strong mindset for myself where I start businesses with the intent to grow them to the moon and with the intent to make them extremely successful. I don't like starting businesses to just try it out for the fun of it. Business is awesome and it's fun, but I make businesses because I want to generate a substantial amount of income while solving people's problems. That's what I do. So that's kind of, yeah, that's about it. I mean, I don't know about eBay dropshipping at all because I never wanted to do it. It was never something that I was interested in. Sorry, my mom texted me. Do you have any mentors that help you with your online businesses? So I mean, I have friends that I talk to all the time. Like you guys probably know a ton on the internet. I'm buddies with Hayden Bowles. Who else? Brett Byrne. Who else do I talk to? I mean, all the ecom kids I talk to. And then, I mean, for the most part though, we just kind of like talk normal stuff. It's not really like always business related. So on occasion we will, but for the most part, I kind of help myself to businesses. Like I'll ask for people's opinions and stuff like, hey, you know, Brett, what do you think of this idea? Or I texted Hayden the other day and was asking him about lookalike audiences. Like, I don't know, I'll text them on sometimes and ask them business stuff, but I don't know. I would say as far as mentors, I had some in the past, but recently haven't acquired any mentors. It's all been self-taught. Kind of not even I guess self-taught. Like I just kind of pick things and run with them. I'm really free when it comes to business. Like if I want to do something, I just kind of learn about it. I stay up till like 1 or 2 a.m. learning about something, and then the next day I'll like try to make money with it. So that's kind of all I do. That's literally how this website development agency started. Like the day before, I was talking about it with my dad, and then the next day I called someone and closed a client. Made almost $2,000 in like probably 10 minutes of the phone call, and it was like only 9 a.m. and I was like, all right, this is the beginning of new business. Sweet. Would you be willing to hop on a call with a business partner and I some time? I think you could bring us a lot of value, and of course I'd be willing to pay you for your time. Maybe. Time is super limited for me right now, just because I don't know, I like traveling a lot, and that's kind of what I've been up to. But I actually did find a website where I can set up, like, people can pay me per 5 minutes of my time, like a certain rate. So if I do set that up, I can let you, if you want to like DM me on Instagram, maybe we can set a call up, just because, I don't know, it's cool connecting with entrepreneurs as well. And yeah, sure, that may work. I just don't know how my time is. I kind of have meetings all the darn time. I have one in a few hours, but yeah, no, just DM me and we might be able to set one up. I have to actually set one up right now. Okay, we'll do. So yeah, if you guys have any more questions, drop them. Keep dropping them, because I do have to, I think I'm gonna go get food or something, so I want to go eat in a bit, but I still need to set something up real quick. MST time. What businesses are you guys currently into? Comment below. Like we have 9 people in here. I'm kind of interested in what businesses you guys are currently pursuing, because I've pursued many and I've failed with many. I've succeeded with many, so I don't know. I'm interested in that. Where's these? Be honest. When you were in school, did it feel good knowing that you were making more than a teacher or equal? Phone flipping and phone repairs. Yes, it felt great. And even now, like, I've made what in the time of a week, I've made what my teachers make in a third of a year. So it's kind of nuts to wear those duct tape wallets. I actually think I have one. Oh, I think it's right here. Let me check. If it is, I'll show you guys. I have a box right here that I have a lot of old stuff in, so it may be in here. I'm not really too sure. But yeah, I mean, it's a nice feeling knowing I make a solid amount of income, and when here it is. It's like my first wallet that I ever made, or one of them. Yeah, it was pretty freaking sick. I kept it just for this reason, like, so when I do well and stuff, I can show people like what I started as. But yeah, I mean, making money, and I guess more than my teachers, it was cool, but that's never what I wanted to do. Like, my goal wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna make more than my teachers while I'm still in high school. Like, that wasn't my goal. It was kind of just like it happened just because I focused in on my businesses myself and kind of shut out other stuff. So I mean, yeah, it was cool. Let's see. Okay, Mountain Standard Time, 4:27. Okay, I'll call you in 30. Okay. I went from, okay, wait. Phone flipping and phone repairs. Yeah, sweet. Phone flipping started last February. YouTube, and I just started a new business this November in the beginning of the month. Nice. What's the new business, Financial Wolf? Those duct tape wallets, that nice. Thanks. I went from like 500 to 2,500 a month in this past year with a business mainly from phone flipping. Nice. Doing phone flipping now, and it's sick. It is. It's freaking awesome. I think once you get to a certain point, though, it's like it becomes not a waste of time, but you can allocate your time in another venture very easily and make way more. Like now, if I were to sell phones, it would just like be a complete waste of my time, just because I make an amount of income that's like or that's kind of superior compared to selling phones, so it's just not worth my time anymore. And I'm not saying that in an arrogant manner. I'm just saying that for factual. Like, we all only have 24 hours in a day. We sleep, 5 to 10 of them. So we have 14 hours in a day. You have to make sure you're doing all the proper things to make the most of your time. Hey, what's up, bro? What's up? Sebi, Sebi, what's your opinion on eBay dropshipping? I've never done it, so I don't really know. I see people doing it all the time, and people apparently make a lot of money with it. So if it works, you can probably do it. I would just say focus in on a business and let the rest happen. I mean, just again, like, don't get the shiny object syndrome where you are looking into starting a new business every single week. It's not a good habit to have, just because you'll never become successful if you keep doing that. Now, that's different than like test or tasting different types of businesses, I guess, in a sense. But just try to focus in on stuff and try to make it work as much as you possibly can. And if you can't, obviously move on, cut losses quickly before you're in too deep. But yeah, I don't know anything about eBay dropshipping. Did your teachers or classmates know that you were making a huge amount of money? Yeah, so somewhat. I mean, I was YouTubing since I was 16. I think that was my first video. Oh God, if you guys go back and look at the first video, I was super, super awkward in front of the camera. Like, it's hilarious. Now I really don't care what I say for the most part, and like what I act like. Like, I'm very open about stuff now, so, and I'm kind of more happy when I talk. Like, I was not, again, I became more social as my channel grew. I was kind of I guess a little not even self-conscious, a little insecure as a kid, so it was hard for me to like make the videos. But yeah, my classmates knew because I make money online videos at a young age, because I felt like if I documented my my friends did the same thing, would blast my videos. I actually had a teacher that was randomly like watching my video after school one day, like just because he wanted to learn what I was up to. But yeah, my teachers knew I was doing, or not my teachers, my friends all knew, just because sometimes I would be busy and I was working and stuff. So yeah, they all generally knew that I was making money. I'm trying to get into lead generation and social media management for local businesses. No clients so far, but I'm continuously getting leads. Nice. I want to try and make more in-depth videos on that, just because I feel like I'm giving too broad information. So if you guys have like any recommendations for how I'm doing my web development agency and social media marketing agency, I've had 3 potential clients and I've closed all of them. I have a 4th potential. I have a meeting with him on Thursday, which is in 2 days, and that's going to be for a website. I think just a website. So I'm pretty actively pursuing this business. Like, I'm generating a lot of income and leads from it, so I can help out when where it's needed. So you're not selling iPhones anymore? No, I'm not. It's not worth the time. Did you quit dropshipping? What's your opinion on it now that you gave up on your hopes and desires of being a dropship king guru? My goal was never to be a dropship king guru. It was to make myself happy in life and fund my lifestyle. Like, not even fund my lifestyle, just have enough money to be able to do whatever I wanted in life and enjoy it. So that's out of the window. But I didn't quit dropshipping. Can I pull something up? I have 2 stores right now that one has 2,000 orders and one has like 1,600 orders. So I haven't given that up. Like, I'm still running ads with it. I just don't talk about it as much because I don't know. I want to kind of spread away from the pack. I don't like being the same person as everyone else, so that's why I kind of stopped making those videos. Kids at my school would, oh yeah, I read that. I'm trying to reach out to people in Facebook groups and through LinkedIn, not too much luck with cold calls, trying to implement your strategy. Yeah, I mean, it is tough. I think it's kind of, and I'm not saying you're hopeless, I'm just saying it might be a little harder. It's easy for me because I've already built, like, I'm not saying I'm a famous person in town, but a lot of people, a decent amount of people know of me and know that I'm kind of active in business. So if I ask them, like, hey, let me do your business work, like, they know that I've already generated results for my own self. So they have an easy time paying me for services because they know they know I'm real, like I'm legit, that I'm actually going to follow through. And I also provide previous people's results and, kind of case studies in a sense of what I do. So that's kind of where that's where I succeed because I already know how to close the clients. I know what they want for the most part, and if I don't, I ask them enough questions to where I get to know exactly what their businesses need. I'm honestly, yes, that one was nice. This is about to... That's per wall. I feel like it's posting way after the fact. Honestly, studying the eBay dropshipping thing and was about to buy a course. Cool. Are you ever going to consider investing in real estate? Yes, I think real estate's a very interesting business model, venture, I guess. Industry. It makes the most millionaires ever out of any business, I believe. So, I mean, once I have a certain amount of income to where I can start investing into... I think I'm supposed to go somewhere right now because my parents are texting me, but whatever, I'm streaming. So basically, yes, I love real estate, the thought of it. I was actually at a real estate investor's house. It was a few days ago over the weekend. He had just bought the house for $3.5 million, and I was there for 2 days, and I fell in love with the house. Like, the house was awesome. It was 3 stories. It was a sick house. But yeah, I mean, real estate's sick, and he's going to be making a lot of money renting it out and managing it, and then over time, the property will probably grow in value because it's on a 45-acre lot. So yes, real estate will be in my future. I just want to have enough money to where I can kind of spend the money happily without stressing. I don't like spending more money than, I don't like overspending to where I'm like freaking out after I spend the amount of money. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Where's your dropship supplier base? US, China? It's in China. They are both in China. Just here to say hi and wish you the best of luck. Thank you very much. Do you feel pressure to succeed since people are watching you? Yes and no. So basically, I somewhat do. Like, it's a subconscious thing that happened to me, like, since I've started my YouTube channel. I kind of feel like I have to live up. Well, I used to. Like, it's kind of gotten better now, but still a little bit. But I used to feel like I had to do everything right and make all of the money in the world to show you guys like that I'm actually successful. But I've learned that I like really don't care if you guys think I'm successful or not. Like, it's kind of just, I'm trying to document and show you guys exactly what I'm doing to try and better yourselves. Just because it's one of those things where I want a lot of people to succeed. Like, if you guys are growing as an entrepreneur, I want you guys to have the tools needed to succeed. So now that's kind of my goal. I mean, in reality, I'm making all these videos because and this is kind of inspired by Gary Vee, because I enjoy the fact that in 40 years or 100 years when I'm dead, I'm not saying I'm going to die in 40 years, but like in 100 years once I'm dead, I'll have like my kids will be able to watch these videos and stuff like that. So that's kind of where I'm at. I wouldn't say I'm kind of pressured to succeed though. Would you consider selling any of your dropshipping stores? For the right price, yes. It wouldn't be anything under like a few $1,000s though. 100% I've had success with using Facebook ads for myself with flipping phones. It's just hard to sell yourself when people don't know of you. Yeah, no, I agree. This client that I'm meeting with on Thursday, though, it's sweet how this happened. The company I'm working with right now, who's paid me a lot of money to build their site, the owner talked to his friend and was like, hey, Sebastian's building my website. You should get a website too. Like, that was the best thing that's ever happened, or one of the best things that's happened with this business yet. So it's like, once you provide good results, your business will grow. There you go. That's a video. Explain the question. Do you ask them to determine what their businesses need? Yep. Explain questions you. Oh, okay, got it. Let me take a picture so I don't forget this. Sir Narkles, that's a good insight. That I should make a video. You use Facebook for phones? Oh, I don't know. Is there any potential in dropshipping still? Yes, 100%. You'll not die, man. I know. I'll live to forever, right? What's your biggest goal? My biggest, I don't know. I want to take care of my family. Like, that's kind of one of my biggest goals. That's kind of one of my biggest goals, just because I want to make sure my parents don't have to stress out about money ever. It's not really a goal, it's just a motivational, it's like motivation for myself, like when I get lazy and stuff, which happens it happens sometimes, not on the regular, but whenever I'm not doing something productive, I think of things that push me forward, like, okay, you know, I don't want to be average, I want to succeed, I want to obtain whatever I want in life, I want to not have to worry about bills, but I would say, like, my biggest goal is, I don't really know. I think being a billionaire would be sick, so that's probably one of my biggest goals, but then I want to do it while staying happy, so yeah. Do you wear a suit when you meet with your clients? No, never. It's just not me. It's not who I am. I'd wear something just like this, but probably with like some pants or something, or like a flannel or something like that. I don't like dressing all fancy. It's just not who I am at all. Everyone say how much you have in your bank account. I'm curious. I have like 47 cents right now. What's your parents say about you not going to college? So my parents were, in the beginning, they were kind of like, they wanted me to go to college, and then we had an agreement where if I made X amount of money every single month for a certain amount of time, I would not have to go to college for the first semester, and then we can test that out and see what ends up happening after that. But actually, like, I signed up for college, like I was going, and then I actually dropped my classes when I was in Mexico, because I forgot to pay my classes. Like, I had the funds to pay them, I just forgot to pay, and then so I'm technically like a dropout or whatever, but then I was just like, alright, whatever, I guess we'll just pursue entrepreneurship full-time, which I'm glad I did, because I would have been like going out way too much and hanging out with people way too much, that wouldn't even motivate me, most likely, if I went to school, so I'm hyped, but yeah, they didn't really care too much. I'm doing well now, so they don't really mind. See, it's not something I'm usually into, but it seems more accessible / cool to me. Yeah. Would you say it's important to get a side job to fund running ads in the beginning? Well, I would say yes. Like, I tell a lot of people to get jobs and stuff, like when they DM me and are saying they're trying to make it from nothing. So I moved back to my parents' house. It's kind of like a job. It was kind of like getting a job. So I moved back to my parents' house from the house I moved out of. I moved out of my parents' house like 6 months ago. I moved back in because I realized, like, I don't have to spend money if I don't want to. When I live here, I literally don't really, I'm yawning again. For the most part, I don't have to spend money. Like, I eat their food at home. I spend money on gas and insurance for the cars. That's kind of it. But for the most part, I get to save my money. So I guess that's the same as like having a job. Like, I get that money back from what I was spending in rent and stuff, so that's kind of the same thing as getting a job. I just don't have to actually do the work to save the money. But yes, I mean, having cash flow when you're building a business that requires funds to start is ideal. I think a lot of people try to like create something out of nothing, which it's doable. Like, I remember when I started my first dropshipping store, I had $47. I'll never forget this. $47 in my bank account, spent $7 on an ad, and generated $700 in 24 hours. My life changed since then. Like, I now have never had over or under like X amount in my bank account. I've just grown it. So yeah, that's kind of where I've been at. But I would say having a side gig it's very important, or a business that doesn't require any investment, because then you can just do it. Like, you don't have to spend money. That's what I do. That web development costs me nothing, just my time, which is awesome, because I can just literally put my money in the bank and not have to spend it on my clients, or on obtaining clients or anything. So that's sweet. Do you think going to college for business is worth it? Or do you recommend getting a mentor? I would say, like, even if you don't get a mentor, I don't know. I'm kind of, well, I've never went to college for business, so I wouldn't know. But I see value in college for the networking aspect. I see value in college for meeting someone there who is in your dorm, who you guys end up working with in 10 years from now. Like, you contact him, and then you guys have a startup and generate tons of income and create a successful company. Like, because he knew how to do this, and then you remember, and then, you know, I like stuff like that. Like, I think it is valuable, but I just didn't think it was for me. I want to work hard young and grind, and I don't think college is going to allow me to have that time. And I don't know, I think it allows me more time to push, or not push, to work with my clients and stuff now. So I didn't find the value in college for myself. And I mean, even getting a mentor, I don't have a mentor right now. Like, I didn't have anyone who helped me with SMMA and web development. It's just been self-taught. As long as your parents don't suck, make it 2 jobs. Yeah. Speaking of web development, are these stores you're building through Shopify? No, so they're not e-com stores. They're like, let's say there's let's say there's a gardener who wants to promote his business. He would reach out to me, which this is what you have to structure your business like. If you're constantly reaching out to these companies and acting like a salesman, you're not going to generate income. It's when the companies kind of reach out to you and think that you have this, well, because you most likely will, but when they think you have something valuable that can work for them, that's when you'll get you generate leads and generate actual clients. But for that, I'm building my site through Wix, Wix.com. I've tried WordPress, and I just don't like the integration and the back end of it. It's not too, I don't know. Are you going to work with Kish? I don't know who Kish is. I flip phones myself. I buy broken phones, repair them, and resell them. I see phone flippers buy brand new unopened phones from phone companies. Do you know how to do that? Do I need tax ID, EIN? That's exactly what I did. No, so basically I do it a different way. I have a guy. Actually, I can't say this on on YouTube, but I would say try to find people who get good deals on phones or something, and then buy them from them. I don't want to go to college, but at the same time because I want to show my mom that the risk we made around 5 years ago is worth proving her that went to college here in the U.S. instead in Mexico. Okay, I mean, if you can if you can fund the college aspect of life, I mean, I would go hard with it. But I mean, think of this, and I kind of structure my whole life as a story. Like, I want to build the best story of my life, like, that I possibly can. I don't want to build the cookie cutter, like, basic story. Like, I want to build a story like I was a bad kid and then I made it in life. And it's not to say do dumb things. It's just to say, like, take massive risks. So I got kicked out of school in when was it? 8th grade and sophomore year. I got kicked out of school twice, and I went to a continuation school. I was not a good kid, like, in the beginning of my high school and younger ages, and I never had above, like, a 3.0 GPA. Most of my schooling was like a 2.0 or something like that. Always had missing assignments. Was just a bad kid. And then I kind of found a huge interest in business, and then I started, like, I bought and sold vapes when I was in, like, literally 7th grade, and then I actually started buying and selling, or I would buy things for my friends that they had and flip them or trade them and stuff, and I don't know, I just did a lot. So yeah, I mean, I would say just, I like creating a story. That's awesome. Thanks for keeping it real and doing how you feel. Why get stuck? Yeah, I agree. What did you do to get kicked out? In 8th grade, I accidentally brought a knife to school. I had it in my backpack. Like, so basically, the day before the day I brought the knife to school, someone ruined my backpack at school. He, like, threw a banana at me and got all over my backpack. So I switched out to an old backpack, not knowing it had, like, a sick butterfly knife, which are illegal in California to walk around with, legal to own, illegal to walk around with. And I ended up bringing a butterfly knife to school, and then I got kicked out. They took the knife too, didn't give it back to me, and it was a sick knife. It was like a $400 Benchmade or Balisong knife, so it Benchmade and everything. Like, it was a sick knife, but yeah, lost that. That was an awesome knife. Dang it, I wish I still had that. How do you balance business and COD? Yeah, so I don't play video games. I try not to play them on the weekdays. I just play on the weekends, and I don't play them until I really don't play video games until I would say until like after dinner, just because I don't like to get distracted until after I'm done with everything work related. And some days some weeks I'm not even in the mood to play games because I just am so like super motivated to operate my businesses and do as much as I possibly can. So most of the time I just don't even play. But for the days that I do, it's just it's like an hour or two a day, or like the days I do. So that's kind of, yeah. Do you use your own Facebook ad account to run ads for clients, or do you create an ad account specifically for them? I create ad accounts for them. Like, it's mine that I own, but it's for them specifically. All right, if you guys have any last minute questions, drop them. If not, I'm going to hop off because I have a meeting in 10 minutes, so I have to go grab some food and then boom. And do they pay you for the ads? Yes. Continuation school. Yes, I did go to continuation school. Right now I want to create a store, a rings and necklaces store. That's what everyone wants to create. And also right now I've been selling vintage clothes, making a couple $100, but I'm trying to make at least $1 to $2K to help my mom. I would say do things that other people don't do. Like, not even do things that other people don't do, just can you go live in the meeting? No, I cannot. It's not like a meeting with this client. It's a meeting with someone I may be hiring, so, or else I would. You just motivated me. I'm dropping out tomorrow from high school. I don't know what to say to that. But I would say, Fernando, do things that other people don't do. So I can't recommend to you just don't do things that people don't do. Just don't do things that everyone does. So everyone wants to dropship rings and bracelets. Like, that's literally the most cliche thing. You still can, but just differentiate yourself and rebrand your business to where you're like something of class. People buy Louis Vuitton stuff because it's Louis Vuitton. Oh my god. Because it's Louis Vuitton. Like, they don't buy it because it's a cool bag. They just buy it for the brand. So try to get into that space. I mean, once you can do that, you're kind of set. But I don't have any recommendations of what to sell because I don't want to give you the magic key. You have to go find it yourself. But yeah, do you think it is a good idea going into business with family? I do. I've operated a business with my little brother, and I help a family member operate his company, which his company is decently big. So yeah, I don't really mind it. I separate my businesses from my personal life completely. Like, it's literally split 1000%, just because I don't, like you said, like, I don't like getting into family stuff with or I don't like to get into business stuff with family members, but at the same time, like, I'm completely fine with operating a business with my family. Thanks for the advice though. Thanks. Is Printful good or not? I don't know. Do you charge your family? Yeah, it's the same thing. Like, if I don't treat if they're family or not, I really don't care for the most part. Like, if I'm providing services, I just charge what I would normally do for the most part. I mean, unless it's something else, like, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but yes, most of the time I do. How much money are you earning with SMM that is reoccurring? So right now, I don't really know, because I built the website out for this person, and then we're having another meeting once the website's done, which it basically is. I'll have that wrapped up today, but it basically is, and then after we'll have a meeting discussing how much they want to pay me for SMMA, or for SMM, and then for ads and stuff. So it just depends on how aggressive they want to go. But yeah, I'm going to guess it's going to be anywhere from like $2,000 to like $6,000 or $7,000 for that one client. So yeah, is being a stripper an option for myself? Definitely not. I'd make less if I was a stripper. Alright, I'm going to wrap this stream up. I have to hop into a meeting in 7 minutes. So, hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, you can smash the like button, please. And subscribe if you guys haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to record a video. It's going to be a vlog from today. So basically, because I didn't know what video to put out for tomorrow, so I'm just going to do a vlog, because hopefully that'll be sufficient enough for you guys. Just joined, so I'm not sure if you answered the question, but do you charge one-time fee or yearly or monthly? Monthly fees if I'm managing social media, and if I'm just doing a website, one-time fee. I just dropped out of continuation school, but for real, you like a specific VA source. I don't know what you mean, but I will talk to you guys tomorrow. So peace out and have a good one. Let's see.